What is it about a film that makes you trust no one? Not the detective, not the narrator, not even your own memory. 5 movies cracked that code so completely, they rewired the way Hollywood tells stories. This is the definitive countdown of the 5 best psychological thrillers ever made. Number 5 might surprise you. Number 1 should terrify you. At number 5, Gone Girl, David Fincher, 2014. A marriage mystery that made $369 million worldwide and started 1,000 arguments at dinner tables. Gillian Flynn did something almost unheard of in Hollywood. She wrote the novel and adapted the screenplay herself. That control let her insert the cool girl monologue, one of the most quoted speeches about performed femininity in modern cinema. Then there's the casting. Fincher and Flynn chose Ben Affleck deliberately. Audiences already came to him loaded with tabloid ambivalence. That baggage was the point. And Rosamund Pike. She beat out Emily Blunt, Natalie Portman, and Reese Witherspoon for the role of Amy Dunn. 1 film, 1 Oscar nomination, and she went from relative unknown to one of the most in-demand actresses in Hollywood almost overnight. Number 4, C7N. Here is something they never put in the press kit. Writer Andrew Kevin Walker wrote that script while working as a stock clerk at a Tower Records in Manhattan. Broke, lonely, and furious at New York City. And every drop of that misery went straight into the film's rain-soaked, rotting streets. The film made $327 million on a $33 million budget. But the behind-the-scenes story is almost as dark as the film itself. Kevin Spacey's name was deliberately kept off all promotional materials. The studio hid his entire involvement to protect the twist. And that ending? Brad Pitt threatened to walk off the production if the studio changed it. The head in the box stays, Pitt insisted, and cinema is better for it. Number 3 is a film that makes you feel genuinely insane just by watching it. Memento, Christopher Nolan, 2000. Made for $9 million, rejected by every major Hollywood studio, eventually picked up by Newmarket Films, and it earned Nolan enough credibility to walk into a $150 million Batman picture. Here is the trick at the heart of Memento. The color sequences run backward, the black and white sequences run forward, and they meet in the middle. You are not just watching a man with anterograde amnesia, you are him. That condition, by the way, is modeled on a real patient, Henry Molaison, whose hippocampus was surgically removed in 1953 and who was studied by neuroscientists for over 50 years. The production team had to maintain a 50-page continuity document on set just to keep the structure from collapsing. And the source story, published in Esquire in 2001, after the film had already finished production, even the origin story runs backward. Number 2. And if you think this should be number 1, we need to have a conversation after this. Psycho, Alfred Hitchcock, 1960. Made for approximately $800,000 because Paramount refused to fund it. Hitchcock financed it himself and used his television crew from Alfred Hitchcock Presents to keep costs down. He shot it in black and white, partly to cut expenses, partly because he believed color blood would simply be too disturbing. Then he hired Pinkerton security guards to enforce a strict no-late admission policy in theaters. You could not walk in after the film had started. Why? Because he didn't want anyone missing the moment 47 minutes in when he kills the apparent main character. Dead, gone, Janet Leigh, top billing, the character everyone assumed the film was about, vanished before the halfway mark. That had never been done. And that shower scene? 7 days to film. Over 70 camera setups, 77 cuts. The blade never once visibly touches skin. It is a pure editing illusion, and Hitchcock reportedly considered it his greatest technical deception. And number 1, the only film on this list that makes you feel genuinely unsafe sitting in your own living room, The Silence of the Lambs. Jonathan Demme, 1991. A $19 million budget, $272 million at the worldwide box office, and the only horror thriller in history, the only one, to win the Academy Award for Best Picture. Not just Best Picture, it swept all 5 major Oscar categories: picture, director, actor, actress, adapted screenplay. In the entire history of the Oscars, only 2 other films have ever done that. It Happened One Night in 1934 and One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest in 1975. And Anthony Hopkins is on screen for roughly 24 minutes. 24 minutes, and he wins Best Actor. That stillness, that unblinking stare, that voice that sounds like it's measuring the distance between your eyes, that performance was never supposed to be his. Sean Connery passed. Robert De Niro passed. Then there's where Hannibal Lecter came from. Thomas Harris met a real person, a Mexican surgeon turned convicted murderer named Dr. Alfredo Bali Trevino, while covering his trial as a journalist in the 1960s. Harris confirmed it in 2013. One encounter, one real man, the most terrifying character in cinema history. 5 films, 5 completely different flavors of dread. From the marriage thriller that made audiences rethink femininity, to the shower scene that broke every rule of storytelling, to one man with 24 minutes of screen time who made the entire world flinch. If you haven't seen all 5, start tonight. And if you have seen them, go back. You missed something the first time, you always do.